Good morning. Uh, my name is Violet Slevin. I would like to welcome you all to Unitarian Church of Edmonton online Zoom church service. I would especially like to welcome any visitors who might be with us today and invite you to join us for conversation in the breakout rooms once service has ended. You are welcome to go to our online guest book which you can find on the uc.ca website. We acknowledge that we are on Treaty 6 territory, home of First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples over many centuries. Let us now begin our service with a prelude.
Mandelites not I, no nor woman either, no aphrodisiac could ever start my fire. In the 1%, a sliver of a fraction to be among the folk with no sexual attraction. And now I can't stand tall with my back against the wall. Holds me up, community opens cages, now I'm free. 'Cause I'm a sexy and I'm proud to be me, yeah, I'm proud to be me, yeah. Can't you see? It's how I'm meant to be, it's how I'm meant to be. Yes, I see she's sweet, but I'm not incomplete without that form of touch. So many value, oh so much, each of us unique. And through no easy feat, we found a brand new start in knowing who we are. That we are a sexy, and I'm proud to be me, yeah, I'm proud to be me, yeah. Can't you see? It's how I'm meant to be, it's how I'm meant to be. All those who do it without sex, clap your hands. All those who do it without sex, sing and dance. Proud to be me, his sexuality. I know what you think, but it's not celibacy. You call me a lie, for I have no desire. But this is the way I was meant to be. All those who do it without sex, you think that I've got celibacy. You call me a lie, so I have no desire. But this is the way I was meant to be. Sexuality, I know what you think, but it's not celibacy. You call me lie, so I have no desire. But this is the way I was meant to be. Yes, this is the way I was meant to be sexy, and I'm proud to be me, yeah, I'm proud to be me, yeah. Can't you see? It's how I'm meant to be, it's how I'm meant to was meant to be.
The Asexuality Eraser. The professor's prominent position allows him to prescribe definition, to teach us with traitorous teeth, troubled students beginning to teeth. Alphabets for acronyms, sitting atop an acropolis, acting as lanterns alight for people's anomalous. P for pansexual, T for trans, A for allies? But burning bright branches destroy trees, bending breek blackened Troy, going, gone all graceful, gallantly gleaming. Glows go ghastly, and I am ghostly screaming. Another asks, ardently ascribing associations, answer amiss of actual foundations. B for bisexual, G for gay, A for asexual. Dreary of defending true diction, demanding delicacy and description, screaming so someone sees, searching, swimming, 7 seas. Another advancing army attacks. I am an ace sans armada, unable to relax.
Metaphors are like baking a cake. I'm terrible at them. They usually take at least an hour to come up with, and they tend to come out half-baked. Wait, wrong analogy. Let me try that again. And, the concept of asexuality is like the concept of liking cake. Some people just don't particularly like cake. Some people would rather have something else or just aren't particularly hungry. And that's perfectly fine. Like, it's not particularly begrudging anyone for someone not to like chocolate or what have you. And in the same vein, like, some people simply don't enjoy that. And like, there are some people who might not seek out cake, but are fine with having it on occasion, and that's fine too. And yeah.
The Unitarian Church of Edmonton is a self-governing and self-supporting community. We rely on your donations to support staff and programs. During this unprecedented time, we need your financial support more than ever to maintain the connections with members and friends. There are a number of online methods you can use to support your church. Please visit our website at uce.ca to find the method that best suits you. Don't forget to share your abundance. For the month of June, UCE has identified the George Spady Center as a cause to support. Please take time to send them some financial support through their website as you are willing and able to do so. An important part of our community is the sharing of the joys and sorrows of our lives. I invite anyone who wishes to light a candle to do so at home by using the chat function or by sending your cares and concerns to candles@uce.ca.
There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on until I find it. more love somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. I'm gonna keep on until I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on until I find it. There is more joy somewhere.
There is more love somewhere, and there is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There is happiness somewhere. There is happiness somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is happiness somewhere. Somewhere there is
More love,
somewhere there is
more peace,
somewhere there is
more joy.
somewhere there is
Happiness.
somewhere
There is more love.
oh somewhere
There is heaven somewhere. I'm gonna keep on until I find it. There is more love somewhere. There is more love.
somewhere
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 There is more love. There is more love. There is more love. There is more love.
And now I am going to actually light a candle for all of the sentiments expressed this morning. Oh, come on, light. Okay, that didn't go as well as I hoped. As well as for any cares, concerns, joys, and sadnesses that are yet remain unspoken.
Making room for asexual folk is more important than awkward representation, by Nicole Meggs. I'm not going to lie, being asexual is like being the weird kid sitting in the back of the queer bus who gives a little too much intense eye contact and has an odd obsession with collecting bugs. We don't quite fit in on the rainbow, which explains why our flag is predominantly grayscale, with a bit of queer purple thrown in there like, I don't know, I guess. And don't get me wrong, it's great to have a little niche placed under the rainbow, but when you make your home with an umbrella identity defined by sexuality and you yourself have none, occasionally the thought bubbles up. Do I belong here? And if not here, then where? I know on representation scale, ace folk must be pretty low priority. In no small part, I suspect, because allosexual people, those who experience sexual desire, don't know what to do with us. Honestly, I don't know what to do with me half the time, either. Personally, recognition is more important to me than representation. I don't need to see myself clumsily represented on TV or in movies or in books. What I need is to feel like I belong to something, that I have a place and a people. I'm not going to use this space to comment on ace, eraser, or exclusion within the LGBTQ2+ community. Although I am sure it exists out there, it has fortunately not been a part of my experience. My queer friends are some of the most accepting, loving, and generous people I know. I couldn't ask for a better found family than this one, so I'm not going to complain. What I'm going to do instead is express how gratifying it is when anyone actually notices and recognizes ace folk, because it is in a society that feels oversaturated in sex and sexuality. Having no sexual attraction makes one start to feel invisible, and no one likes that feeling. A lack of ace representation in media, specifically representation that doesn't border on pathologic, is rare. How do you represent a lack of something in a casual and organic way? In particular, how do you represent a lack of sexual desire when so many of humanity's staple plots revolve around the active quest for romance or sexual intimacy? It feels as though there are very little space in modern media landscapes for narratives that don't make sexual desire a foundation for plots and characters. I don't have an easy answer for this. Even having a character casually drop, "Oh yeah, I'm not attracted to anyone," opens up the narrative doors to inspect, dissect, and overanalyze such a character as a supreme oddity in a context where sexuality is the norm. This creates the feeling that even within the LGBTQ2+ community, being asexual is like being the queerest of the queer. In the end, I don't mind listening to my friends talk about their latest Tinder adventure, or dish about a classmate who sits 3 rows up they would just die to bunk uglies with. I find sex to be a fascinating subject, even if I don't feel attraction personally, but at the same time, I also get a little thrill or excitement whenever I hear the mention of asexuality positivity when someone remembers that we don't exist to makes the effort talk to us as asexuals. I know that we don't often make our voices heard, but on the queer bus, but know this. Whenever someone mentions asexuality kindly, they are making at least one weird asexual kid out there smile a little more brightly at their bug collection.
Because the format for online services is slightly different, shall we say, from in-person services, we decided, mostly I decided, and everyone went with it, that we were only going to use one hymn for this service. And it is number 1053 from the Teal hymnal. It's a very short one, and we're going to sing it through twice. If you know it and would like to join in, please remain muted, and you may do so. Violet, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. How could anyone ever tell you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
We leave this gathered community, but we don't leave our connection, our concerns, our care for each other. Our service to each other, to the world, and to our faith continues. Until we are together again, friends, be strong, be well, be true, be loving.
We